Hi, my name is Shuwei and I am the 2021 president of Beta Alpha Psi Chi Epsilon at Monash University in Melbourne, Australia.
And I'm Alfie, the 2021 executive reporter here at Psi Epsilon chapter. Today, we will be sharing with you the endeavors of our chapter to serve and support our members through the wider communities we engage with through our service activities.
Early last year, the onset of the pandemic saw the nation go into lockdown. Life quickly became very different, and the harmful effect this had on mental health within our community became the forefront of our mission. Our chapter quickly decided that we had a responsibility to invest in our community through delivering service activities centered around well-being and empathy.
In order to help guide the planning and execution of these service activities, our chapter devised a framework called AWARE. As you're probably able to guess, awareness is the underlying theme of our framework. Firstly, we wanted our members to be aware of their own needs by recognizing and understanding their emotional responses and stress levels. And secondly, being aware of the needs of others and to be conscious of the issues affecting society at large. To encourage this sense of awareness amongst members, we designed our service activities in a way which targeted the development in the skill set of well-being and empathy.
We understand that feelings of well-being are fundamental to the overall health and productivity of an individual. However, Roy Morgan reported that 2 in 5 Australians over the age of 14 suffered from a mental health condition following the onset of the nationwide lockdown. We recognise that an individual's well-being should not be taken for granted, particularly during times of hardship. Instead, we see well-being as an important skill which can be practiced and developed over time. Because of this, we wanted our service events to give members the relevant knowledge and methods required to look after themselves. Not only did this enable them to be more engaged members of the chapter, but it also allowed them to be more productive and resilient members of the community. The Understanding Society survey found that well-being is strongly related to resilience, with the majority of individuals reporting both high well-being and high resilience, or conversely, low well-being alongside low resilience.
I'm now going to talk a bit about our service activities with the focus of on well-being as a primary objective. Firstly, our yoga event. Knowing the ability of yoga to modulate stress response systems, we had a professional yoga instructor run an hour-long yoga session on Zoom with our members. This event was held in collaboration with the University of Melbourne chapter and provided our members with a much needed break from exam study, which served to remind them of the importance of taking time to look after their mental health and well-being.
In collaboration with Pitcher Partners, our chapter also held a mindfulness and well-being workshop led by an experienced mindfulness and meditation teacher. The workshop provided members with various techniques on how they can tune in to their bodies and minds, as well as gave members ideas about how they can prioritize self-care to achieve a balanced being.
Lastly, our chapter held a workshop facilitated by our university's mental health program coordinator and psychologist to further our members' understanding of issues related to mental health. Subtopics covered the impacts of impaired mental health, possible signs and symptoms of mental health issue, and ways to approach discussions surrounding mental health to help those in need.
As an extension to this initiative, our members will be trained this year to receive their mental health first aid certificate, in which they will learn how to assist an adult who may be experiencing a mental health problem or crisis until appropriate professional help is received. They will be trained to use a practical, evidence-based action plan.
The consequences of the pandemic have highlighted the need for leaders to continuously adapt the way they respond to their environment. According to Karen Ferris, a leading change management expert, leaders who want to intervene change need to get a strong grasp of their situation first. One of the best ways to do this is to practice empathy. Practicing empathy broadens a leader's perspectives, which in turn allows leaders to fully understand their situation before making any decisions.
Similar to well-being, our chapter views empathy as a skill that can be developed rather than a fixed trait. We sought to use service activities as a way for our members to practice empathy. The main way we did this was through providing our members with opportunities to give back to the community, as giving back is known to cultivate empathy within individuals.
Here are some of the ways our members gave back to the community last year. Firstly, our chapter partnered with Monash Run for Refugees, a fundraiser for humanitarian scholarships. Our members helped raise money and awareness for the cause by participating in a virtual run, as well as a series of social media challenges over the course of 4 weeks. We raised over $2,000.
Secondly, our chapter made use of our platform within the university as a voice for social change. We collaborated with our Student Association's Environmental and Social Justice Department and took part in their #We Can Do Better social media campaign. The purpose of the campaign was to advocate for a more fair and just society post-pandemic. Our chapter joined various other student groups across Monash University in showcasing some of the injustices that were brought to light by COVID-19. In small groups, our members spent 2 weeks conducting research, drafting short write-ups, and designing social media posts. Topics covered included the need for flexible working arrangements, neurodiversity in the workplace, and the 4-day work week.
As you can see, by utilizing the AWARE framework, our service activities aim to give members ways to deal with issues of relevance in our current environment so that they will be adaptable and resilient. We hope that the learnings from our service activities can be applied by members in their future endeavors, including making meaningful contributions to the greater community.